You obviously you missed the Florida game last year. Just can you refresh us or remind us of what that felt like having to sit there and watch that, and how renewed are you knowing that you get to be a part of it this year?
Well, Florida is always a game that we anticipate and look forward to, especially after the bye week. Saying out, it's hard. I felt like I could have done some things against Florida. Maybe, not gonna say it's all on one person, but at least help the team, whatever way I can. But this year, that's the past. But this year we want to move forward, and I feel like we're putting a great foot forward. We got our legs under our selves now, so we're just gonna keep moving forward and do the best we can.
How frustrating was it when you're sitting on the bench and you're seeing Florida make big plays against your defense? You're like, I could be out there, but I physically can't.
I can't control an injury, that happens. But even just being there for like team morale, just giving them a high five or like a little boost or a word of encouragement, it really hurt me because I was sitting in Athens with my mom, and I was like, man, I wish, even if I couldn't play, I'd kill to be in Jacksonville right now, just being with the team because they need that type of support. But at the end of the day, it's a different year. We're moving on. The past is the past, but the future is the future. So that's how we're looking at it.
I know it's a team thing and all that, but how do you feel about all the Jordan for Heisman comments people are making? Your teammates even are getting in on you there.
It's cool. It's definitely cool. But at the end of the day, I'm more worried about the team awards and the team. If we win or not. All the individual stuff will come and go, but at the end of the day, we want to make something special about the season.
Do you feel like it's realistic? I mean, have you given yourself even cause to think about what it would be like to go to New York and
honestly,
represent?
I haven't stopped to think about it. We just moving on week by week. I don't even know when the ceremony is, if that gives you any idea. So, I'm not really worried about that. I'm more concerned about winning and doing the best I can for the team.
Jordan, I think I saw a video where I think you were talking with Jordan Rogers. Did you guys still embrace the whole no-name defense thing? Can you talk about that a little bit? What do you do to keep yourself humble at a time when your popularity is soaring?
It's just about the team. You have to put your priorities first, and I was never the kid that put myself first. I always put somebody in front of me, whether that was family, friends, team. We embrace that no-name defense. We embrace it because it's all parts working together. It's not just the individual thing. You can't have a car and not have a steering wheel to drive or a wheel or a tire. It takes all parts to get that thing moving.
What has been your view of Florida's offense specifically? What's the challenge?
They're explosive. Florida has a very explosive offense, and we played explosive offenses before, but Florida, it comes in with that challenge of having two QBs and not knowing which one. But we have a scheme for both. We have a scheme for everybody. So we just go in there and hopefully we stop and contain them, and we do our best.
What do you notice is the difference between those two quarterbacks?
Honestly, it's just both of them got cannons. Both of them are mobile. It's kind of like the same car. It's two sides of one coin, but it's a tremendous challenge. Like watching them on film, it's really crazy, and it kind of gets us to lock in, especially going off the results of last year and how dangerous that Florida team is and can be. But at the end of the day, we just play our game. So that's what we're going into it with, thinking we're more making this about ourselves than Florida.
What is your role when you're trying to command explosive plays? Obviously, we hear the two on me, someone's free type thing. Is it that same approach, or do you have to change it up a little bit?
Definitely always approach. When two on me, somebody's free. It always rock with that. But just working for containment. You don't want to be outside your gap, or because you have two people in one gap, and there's a gap open. So we just want to make sure that we gap down. We have a trap building to the QB, and we just do our best to contain them for us.
Jordan, when you look at film or when you talk to your coaches, how do you all measure how impactful that you are during your snaps? What do you guys use to determine whether you had a good game, a great game, or not a great game?
We have a chart. Obviously we want to hold teams. We have a chart that say we want to hold teams to 13 or less points, which I think we've been doing. We have a chart that says no explosives. I mean, obviously teams going to have an explosive, like that's a play over 10 yards or lead. So usually most teams have an explosive play. Third down conversion rates, we have a chart for that. We have a chart for pretty much everything, and we always repping Havoc. I know Havoc was a theme of last year, but that kind of plays into our elite theme this year, is creating Havoc and being elite on defense.
Yeah, I'm talking about you individually. If you're going to be
individually?
talking about for individual awards. Yeah.
Oh man, look, Coach Scott has a chart of all defense, and you know, he has plus minuses, and then that's how we grade out. But even if you like, you know, Jalen or me or Devontae, you know, if we make a tackle for loss and we're out of our gap, you know, that's a minus. So that bring our grade lower. So it doesn't really matter. You know, at the end of the day, we want to do whatever we can to win. Obviously, it's a lot better to coach off of win than a loss. So.
If I'm not mistaken, this was kind of a breakout game for you as a freshman, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
so does it kind of have a special place in your memory and just playing in Jacksonville, that whole environment?
Every game is special. Every game is special to me. Anytime I'm able to take that field, it's always special. Especially, you know, coming off an injury, you know, it makes me realize, you know, how much I missed it and how much I enjoy the game. So, you know, definitely Jacksonville is obviously, you know, an important game for everybody. But at the end of the day, you know, we treat it like another game. It just happens to be at a split field, but it's a great experience.
To follow up on that, does it feel different going into this game with Florida not ranked?
No, not at all. You know, either way, it doesn't matter who we play. It doesn't matter what rank they are. It doesn't matter what rank we are. You know, we're always going to get our best shot. They're always going to give us their best shot.
How aware are you guys that this could be a game that makes their season?
We're very aware. We feel like that's it for every team. You know, every team, you know, they want to beat us. You know, that's the name of the game. You know, you want to beat the other team. That's about the best I can say.
Jordan, a lot of players have talked in the past about this game and that scene as you're driving into the game, as you guys are on the bus. Have you ever noticed that? What's it like, kind of coming over that bridge and seeing everything for that game?
Jacksonville is beautiful. That scene going over the bridge and going into the stadium is definitely unmatched. That's always my photo opportunity. So when I always on that bus and I always take a picture of the bridge and the water and the stadium, it's cool. Definitely playing in Jacksonville and playing in the NFL stadium is definitely awesome. It's definitely one of those things you have to take in and savor the moment. But at the end of the day, you have a job to do going into Jacksonville, and that's a win.
You had really good success your first 2 years down there against Florida Center, kind of pushing around a little bit. They didn't play last year. What have you seen from Florida's offensive line this year when you're looking at that tape?
They're definitely big. They're big, they're strong. But, you know, we're big, we're strong, and we're going to give our best shot, and they're going to give us their best shot. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's a game of line of scrimmage, so we'll see who wins that.
Early on with the NIL stuff, you were guys that I hadn't done anything, you know, I don't know what to do. How has that changed? And obviously with the Heisman stuff, can you want to tell us some things that happened?
I still don't know what to do. My mom handles all that stuff. So anything you see, just know it's been ran through my mom. It's been washed. It's been like rinsed out. So anything that you see me doing, like my mom has definitely had a big hand in it.
Did having a few days off from practice give you a chance to watch any baseball that you
Definitely. You know, chop on braids, you know, we rooting for them. Definitely pulling for them in the World Series. That would be crazy to experience that. Hopefully I get to catch a game on Sunday or something, but, you know, go Braves.
You ever play baseball?
I didn't play baseball, but I always watched it. So.
You were at both game 2 of
Game 2, yeah, and then I came like a regular season game.
What was that experience like being in the house for that?
It was cool. It's cool. My roommate has a season ticket, so anytime he has an opening, I'm always down to go unless I have practice or like, you know, tutoring or something. But like I just started getting into like Atlanta baseball. Always been a fan of the Charlotte Knights, but obviously we're not MLB. But you know, it's cool. It's definitely a cool experience. Truist Park is beautiful. One of the nicest baseball parks I've ever been to. And, you know, it's just. I'm just taking the time to be, you know, a sports fan, you know, not only sticking to football, basketball, and everything, but just, you know, expanding my horizons.
Which roommate has his biggest?
Blake Anderson. He used to be a walk-on in 2018.
Jordan, the Nagurski Award goes to the best defensive player. It's based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Don't they do something with the high schools there? And how big of a deal is that in that community?
Yeah, definitely. It's a fun time. You know, obviously being a Charlotte native, I would love to go and be a part of it, but at the end of the day, you know, individual success will come and go, but, you know, we want to make sure that team success comes first.
And then you made a decision at the end of last year. It looked like it, I don't want to say started a trend, but you coming back for your senior year, and Devontae, it kind of looks like that's how some programs are winning national titles. Do you think that this NIL, that we might see more of that, guys maybe coming back to become first-round picks and also be able to make a little money in addition?
I wouldn't be surprised. Definitely, you know, having like a little pocket change is nice. Take care of my brothers and my mom, and, like do nice things. It's definitely nice. But I feel like seniors coming back is definitely a big step of having a great program. You know, obviously the leadership, they've been there before, they know the system. know the scheme. And it's just, honestly, this journey has been fun. I'm so glad I came back. I couldn't have made a better decision. And it's just been fun, just enjoying the ride and having fun every moment of it. Even like the second part is like waking up early or whatever, but it's just like you don't really have many opportunities like this, and this is a once in a lifetime experience to play for the university, and I just want to savor and enjoy every moment of it.
How seriously did you think about it, and was it a hard decision?
It wasn't a very hard decision. I would tell you, my decision was made when I called Vontae. He said he was coming back. I called Vontae. I was like, I'm thinking about coming back. What you doing? He was like, I think I'm gonna come back. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So it was kind of like that. Just literally, I talked with my mom days prior. Talked with Vontae. Vontae pretty much sealed the deal. So it was me and him. We all in this together. That's my dog forever. So
No business part of it. No
no business. We just want to win.
Talking to Kirby, Coach Scott about.
Look, draft, NFL will come. It'll come. At the end of the day, I'm here at college. I'm where my feet are. I'm not really worried about the future right now. The next future, I'm worried about just playing this game.
What's the difference between the two Florida quarterbacks that you might see on Saturday? Have you studied them well?
I studied them a little bit. This bye week, we've been focusing on ourselves, and just been trying to rest and not get away from football, but take a little break and enjoy life. But definitely going to get in the film room. I know they're both athletic, they're both fast. So Emory Jones been there for a minute, so I know he got a ton of experience. He's ready to play.
Okay, we have time for 2 more questions with Jordan.
Speaking of Devontae, you're probably unaware there's a pretty good argument going on like that. Who is the best defensive lineman at Georgia? You guys are all kind of different, and like Jalen Carter does a lot of different stuff.
Right.
Is this a competitive endeavor between you guys?
Absolutely not.
And how would you resolve it if you were asked to rank or to explain?
It is up to the people, but between us, it's all love, and we just want to play. We just want to ball out. We want to see each other win. I can tell you, Devontae Wyatt and Jalen Carr are some dogs, and they're some beasts. And every time they make a play, I get extremely happy. So it's no competition. It's no, it doesn't matter. Any of us can start on any given game. We wouldn't have no problem with it. If Jalen starts over me, I'll be the happiest guy in the world because at the end of the day, he deserves it. He balls out. He's a great player. Devontae's a great player too, and those are my brothers. So it's never really any type of conflict or competition with them.
Jordan, along those same lines, what is it that Devontae does or Jalen does or Trayvon does that allows you to be so good?
Look, they're pass rush specialists. Jalen's brute force strong. He's stronger than me. So Jalen can squat more than me. Devontae, he's fast. He's quick off the get off. So everybody has a different skill set, and I think we complement each other very well, especially on the depth of the D line. And that's one thing that we preach about defense, that we have a lot of depth, so we can play any player and still go out there and win. So that's one of our, our attributes that we like to have.
Okay, that's all today with Jordan Davis. Thanks, y'all.
Thank y'all.